Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today just to bring you my message for Taurus for the month of May 2022. Guys, it's beautiful where I am in Ontario. I hope it's beautiful wherever you are too. You're enjoying this beautiful weather and getting ready for summer because I feel like it's coming up fast. It's already 30 degrees and it was the same yesterday, and holy moly, my friends. So before I get into this reading, I just want to say thank you for all my subscribers. I love you from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. My friends, keep in mind this message is general, so take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take in your world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, this is personal freedom, it's personal power, and it's something only you have, so use that wisely. This is at the hips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. So let's get into this message. Before I do, I just want to take a moment and call in my team of light, Archangel Michael, my team of angels as well as Archangel Metatron, and any of your soul, I want to say soul guides and spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of everyone watching. And invite them to join us now to use me as the clearest channel possible, but delivering messages that are for the most farthest reaching, but only for our highest good. No second-rate messages here today, my friends. So let's get a message first. I'm being guided today to bring you, first off, is a message from the Secrets of the Witch little oracle. Just as a month of May, what do we want to manifest? What do we want to see coming into our world? What messages would you like to share with us, please? Thank you. And you get a few. So first out that showed itself, it was like this, in the Witch's Wand. It says, the witch is waving her magical willow wand over you this day. Use its power to soothe your mind, focus your will, and mend your heartache. Feel the change within you this day. And we have that power. What I also heard is protection. For some of you, what this is also, reminding you of is the witch within you, right? The master manifester within you and the power that you have. And what I heard is so often in this world is that, you know, our power, what I heard is it's either misused, some of us mismanage it, or some of us aren't taught properly how to allow ourselves to feel powerful. And this is really a gift. So allow yourself to feel powerful and know that today is a gift. There is something before I read the other cards that came, and I forgot all about this. But when I was getting ready and shuffling your cards, I heard diamond in the rough, like Aladdin, when he's going into when they're looking for a diamond in the rough, and it's Aladdin. And Spirit also, there's something about you're ready. Whatever the witch's wand is casting upon you, it's good stuff, my friends. So let's see what else we have here. We have the god and the goddess. Witches can be male and female, and truly within all of us is the god and the goddess. The witch sends you the energy of both this day to balance and comfort you. For some of you, I heard as well as this could be union, that things are changing and there is, a mending of your heartbreak, so that you're calling in people who are much more in alignment and balance with you. And I feel like as well, like there may be someone around you kind of could be counterpart who's kind of like setting off that yin yang energy within you, that you're feeling balanced, you're feeling kundalini rising in a very healthy way, and you're also feeling powerful and vulnerable at the same time and feeling comfortable in this. And this is really important. We have potent potions that was under there, and it says, today the witch makes you a wondrous potion in the etheric realm, a brew to bring energy, focus, and intent. With every drop you drink this day, feel calm, vitality, and joy. And if nothing else, my friends, take some water. I've been drinking out of this lately, but get some water. Set your intentions. This is going to hydrate me. This is going to make me feel great. And even this is the potion that's going to bring me vitality and joy. So, bottoms up, my friends. Now you have Hocus Pocus Focus. The witch sends you the concentration you need for your own life. Do not give away a single scrap of energy to others who do not believe in you. You are the essence. Focus on your needs, my friends. believe in yourself, and those around you who refuse to believe in you or give trust in you and things like that, what I heard is throw that to the wind. They are not in your circle. Okay, they should not be in your circle. And this is also what I heard is, defending your boundaries and who has access to you, right? Because access to you really should be a privilege. So the bottom of the deck is Black Candle. And let's see what this message is. If I can grab it. Oh my gosh, my hands have been so sore right now. So I actually also saw this Ancestor Apple. So the Black Candle says, feel the energy. The witch lights her blessed black candle surrounded in salt and herbs for you. Farewell now to ill luck. All misfortune burns away in the flame of the witch's candle. And you can even do this, even if you don't have a black candle, you can do this with, just a nice candle that you like. Set your intention that the energy, stagnant energy or energy that's not sacred to you, it can burn up in this flame and be sent off to the world with love. And what I heard is you could bring flowers in this and kind of build a little circle altar, and definitely giving thanks to the gods and goddesses for this. They're asking for one more, so let's go with it. Maybe I just wanted to shuffle this one, but they grabbed me another one, so let's see what we have. All right. Water Witch. Bam! The witch is bathing you in blessed waters. She wants you to know that water cleanses and heals. Make space for the element of water this day, and wisdom will flow to you. My friends, again, we're going to bottoms up because I feel like that was so important. What is this potion? Water. For some of you as well, you may have water somewhere in your chart, because I feel like as well you could be very, very water oriented, or there may be something with this has nothing to do with your chart but your witchery, my friends. Is what are you, kind of like Raya in The Last Dragon? She's a water dragon. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're the water dragon. You're a water witch. For some of you, what I heard is going to be important too. Like if you're swimming and you're in wild water, you may want to say activate it. Spirit, help me activate this this body of water, and say a prayer and feel what happens. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to get some messages now from the Wildwood Auric Tarot. And I want to show you this because it's absolutely gorgeous. The front cover is this, which is the ancestor basically choosing a path between these. And this new moon, it's kind of like new beginnings with this constancy, because there's a constant drumming. And in the back, this is the Hermit and this inner wisdom that we've learned that's going to help us transform and move in through this threshold. And I feel like for some of you, whatever happens in the next couple days, weeks, whatever's happening for you, what I heard is Spirit saying, lean into this, lean into balance, and just go with the flow, because things are going to happen all in divine timing. The bottom of the deck they wanted me to show you there was a 7 of arrows, insecurity in reverse, because we're no longer in that energy. I feel like you're becoming very, very strong and powerful, like I said, again, within balance, within being able to accept vulnerability, but have power within this, and focusing on what's going to bring us happiness. What do I need right now? Maybe we need water because it's 30 degrees outside. Get your freaking water in. I swear, because I was helping my dad there in construction and I was laboring stone, it was like, man, that is tough work, okay? And I was out in the sun. I'm pretty lobstery, as you can tell, and I drank a whole one of these, plus a tall mason jar like this, full of iced tea, and came home and polished off pretty well another one of these, because I was just like, sweat was pouring all day. If you work outside or something like that as well, make sure you're hydrated, get yourself some sun cover, and protect your eyes, my friends, as well, like from the sun. So let's get into the messages. We have messages, please, Spirit, for Taurus going forward to the rest of the month, they heard, and going into through the end of the month. You have yourself here with the 3 of Swords and jealousy in the reverse, and the 10 of arrows. My friends, I think you've learned a valuable life lesson about let's not focus on what other people have. Let's not be jealous about what other people have, because we're learning the lessons and we're learning to aim for ourselves. I think this also is maybe understanding, some of us, when jealousy enters into our world, this is a really powerful place for us to say, whoa, why am I jealous of this situation? What is it triggering for me? Is there any need to be jealous? Is there a threat to this situation? Or is this situation or this person, is whatever happening, like what is it really triggering you within me? Especially what I heard is within relationship as well, like when we get jealous from our partner and interactions with other people and things like that. Is it because there's something that we're worried that they're going to cheat on us? Is it, or that there's something missing within our relationship and we feel like when we see them or the time or attention that they're getting, we're jealous because we're not feeling the love on our side or something like that. This is a really important place for communication as well, as what I heard, because for some of you, what I heard is this is healthy jealousy as well. It's not that it's like, over imposing or anything like that. This is just like you get little twinges and, you're learning from it. From others of you, I think that there may be people around you as well. Kind of what I heard is act in jealous haste or act in jealousy. You have the Eight of Bows here, and I also kind of saw this out like this, which is the Journey. So this is the number 13. Today is Friday, May 13th, my friends. For all you Friday the 13th lovers and fellow witches, that's why we had to bring out our witches books today, because it is a powerful day. So there's a lot of transformation happening right now, and I feel like this is not about, so I heard scavenger, cleaning up the scraps, but this to me is not about, anything negative. It's about, making sure that nothing goes to waste and truly understanding the cycle of life. And what I heard is the power of eternity. That, you could be learning lessons right now, or with situations, soulmates, soul contracts, that you have had ties or karma to work through for lifetimes. And especially when I was talking about the divine, like the counterpart stuff, I think it's really important, that if this is to come back around, like this water witch as well, to me speaks of pretty vulnerable emotions, and speaks to me of focusing on, how you feel and finding a way to communicate it in a solid way. What I heard is not to get your hopes up or hold on to expectations. This Ace of Bows, there is something wonderful coming. Now, it could be because we're working through these lessons, and as we work through these lessons and we're removing ourselves from the hold of jealousy, potentially people of the past, as well as what I heard, if you're moving through kind of new territory within relationship as well, this is to remind yourself that this is not the past. The past is gone. This does not mean that we may still not have some trauma or some learning or some triggering from it, because that happens. But let's get a little more clarification on what is in store for you. And just as I was looking at the Ace of Bows and said what's in store for you, I saw 1221 there. So there's some maritime for some of you. This definitely is like, the words I heard were like twin flame for the divine counterpart portion, if that makes sense. If it doesn't feel, it's not for you. But there is a lot here to me that is just, especially with the lifetimes and that this divine spark now, pay real attention. Like for some of you, what I heard is you may end up pregnant, because there's a lot of passion in this situation, and this partnership is meant to be. For some of you as well, if you're planning on having children, or you do have children with this person, and this is in this situation, this is what you want. Like some of you may be manifesting it as well, or having fertility issues. That the children that you have, they're meant to be on this planet. They're important. What I heard is the history of mankind, but it's not even the history. It's like the making of mankind in the future, because of who you are and all the life lessons that you've had along the way. You are essential to this process as well. For some of you, what I heard is this may not be children of your own. For some of you that, especially what I heard is some of you may not be able to have children, and this may be something where, if you look here, this is in the reverse. We're not doing things the traditional way. This is the Nine of Stones, but in this it's tradition, and the Five of Arrows was frustration. For some of you, it could be because, again, like you want this, but it hasn't come for you, and it's not always a journey everybody is meant to be on. But you could be a teacher, or how can you volunteer your time with kids? Can you be a big brother, a big sister? Can you volunteer at the Y? Is there a way that you can help another kid out? Because I think that some of us get really, really struggling and wanting a child, and when we can't have it, I can only imagine, and I can only feel for you guys who experienced this, because I know my grandmother as well. She had a lot of fertility issues before she even had my mom. She had already had quite a few miscarriages and things like that, and it is frustrating and it's got to be heartbreaking every time. And I mean, I give her credit and thank her for still continuing to try, even going through all of that, because otherwise I wouldn't be here, right? So for some of you, I heard rainbow baby. For some of you, I also heard you may want to talk to your doctor. And this is, I am not a doctor, okay? Not at all. But I do have friends who have had, what is it called? It's basically they vacuum out all your uterus and stuff. And I've known people like that have been able to have kids after this. So I'm not, again, like, I don't even know the name of it, but you may want to ask if it's a possibility. All right, so I'm going to move through here because what we have here is this page of arrows and the 10 of vessels and happiness. And I think that for some of you as well, like, this is really important. They're saying adoption. Their adoption is always, a possibility, that as well as our food choices and things like that, okay, weird. Weird, and as I said this, because I have a pile, the Ace of Arrows came out, so I'm going to say it. I saw some lubricant, okay, that was called, like, pre-seed, okay, and I was like, it was suggested to me on Facebook or something, and I was like, well, I don't want that, my friends. I got 3 kids, I'm good, I don't need no seed. But it was, like, pre-seed lubricant that is not going to harm the sperm on the way to meet babies, okay? So for some of you, if that might be something to think about as well. Okay, so you have the mirror in the reverse. You have the 2 of vessels, which is attraction. The 10 of stones, home. King of arrows with this kingfisher. And the 6 of cups in the reverse. 6 of vessels in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is mourning, and then they can show me up at the top the green woman too, if you see here, in the reverse. For some of you, if this comes down to fertility issues and things like that, Spirit's saying with this too, what I'm hearing is, like, join see if there's, like, an online support group or community or place, like, that you can talk with other people who've undergone these kinds of experiences too, because oftentimes when we can talk to people openly and express our vulnerability about what's going on, how we feel, other people who've been through this, they can be truly angels, really, in how you express what's happened and go through. Other people aren't going to feel so alone, and maybe this is you. Maybe this is you feeling like, because this green woman in the reverse to me does speak of, like, not feeling fertile. And there could be, like, a really mourning loss. For a lot of you, I do feel like you sharing your voice is going to be really helpful for other people. So they had the Page of Vessels, or the Page of Cups at the bottom with the otter. Spirit's like, you know what, we want to focus on playfulness. We want to be happy, right? What do you want the witches want to do? This, again, what I heard is that diamond in the rough. Why is that diamond in the rough? Because, my friends, you've been through it. This journey is not for the faint of heart. Not at all. It is not sunflowers and roses all the time. It's not, it's bumpy as shit, right? And it's meant to be. These lessons in the world, some of us, we had to learn the hard way, because if you're like me, I'm hard-headed as shit. I know it. And Spirits had to sometimes really teach me a lesson and be like, hey, how many times do we have to say this? How many times until you listen? What do we have to make happen? How does the universe need to shift before you learn your lesson? We can't make you move on until you do this. For some of you, this is this time. There's a ticking of time. Some of you may feel like it's a ticking of time because of, like, fertility issues. Focus on the journey here. And for some of you, what I heard as well is it's maybe really important with grief to send kind of an active transformation. Throw yourself a bath, get out in this water, and ask Spirit to help cleanse you, to help, transmute the grief that has kind of found itself stored in your body, with love out into the world and help replenish you. Again, they're bringing me back to this water witch. The witch is bathing you in blessed waters. She wants you to know that water cleanses and heals. Make space for the element of water this day, and wisdom will flow to you. This mirror here with the Two of Cups is like, to me, until we are fully honest with ourselves, our partners, and we're willing to accept that balance of masculine, feminine, and just kind of being in our power and accepting our vulnerability and opening ourselves and feelings up to one another, I think, because this is a lot of lessons. I feel like as well what I'm hearing is communication becomes such a huge issue, and sometimes fights and relationships happen because we're fighting about two different things. We're not communicating. Somebody may feel there was a perceived hurt or perceived threat that you didn't mean it that way, but rather than having, I heard an adult conversation about it or something, we may end up having, worse words and things happening. For some of you, this morning is coming after a fight or something like that. And for some of you as well, like, you could kind of be reflecting on past situations or past things in your world. And they've got Raven here. I was supposed to look at it because I was like, why? It's because we have these black birds. Raven is a powerful spirit animal, spirit totem for any of you guys who have this. For any of my Tauruses, I went to school in northern Ontario, and we had these giant black ravens. And from where I lived in residence, you had to walk down the school, walk down this huge hill by a parking lot, and then down a bit more to get to school. And these things would sit on the fence post right in the parking lot where I had to walk by. And they were like huge, and they'd be like, "Mah, ah," every day they would be there. And I was always like, silly birds. Mom was like, well, they're magic birds. These birds bring change, baby. Pay attention. Oh, my hair's standing up on the top of my head too. Pay attention to the doors that are opening up for you now. Pay attention to what happens in your world. Also, as well as what I heard is the load that you carry. This is powerful transformation, and there's something here about spirit as well. Sorry. There's something in here about spirit, and this is understanding, your connection and spiritual connection to the divine, as well as being grounded and centered in this earth and this water as well. To me is, I think magic and change, magic really happens when it comes from our heart. So we need to settle into what we feel like that is. And again, hocus pocus focus, focusing on us, focusing on your own life, and do not give. This is where they said with the scavengers, which would make sense here, okay? Do not give a single scrap of energy to those who do not believe in you. Do not. Guard it. Don't give a shit about people who don't believe in you. Don't give them your time. Don't give them your energy. So, acknowledge the power within you, my friends. Go towards what brings you happiness, fulfillment, and joy, and always keep that playful energy alive. So I'm going to clarify a little bit this Page of Vessels, and then I shall say goodbye. I already did pull the Raven. No, there's the wrong one. Page of Vessels. They have the Great Bear. You're about to step into the unknown, with the turtle in the reverse up there too. Be joyful and trusting. So we may need to step into the unknown, which may be actually trusting and allowing people into our worlds because we've been hurt. And some of us, we may like to hide in our own caves. Tell me about the bear. All right, so you have the donkey. The hedgehog, be a magnet for love and life. Light with Archangel Gabriel. What I heard for some of you is you may want to call him in. We have the snake with live according to your divine essence, the elemental kingdom. And this donkey says keep your heart open no matter what, my friends. Don't close it off because it is a beautiful thing, and an open heart is essential to this union, whatever this is. So keep your heart open. Call on Archangel Michael. Call on Archangel Mary, Michael, Gabriel, and ask them to help you see through, see down to the bare bones of the suffering that you've gone through and really release it. Give yourself a hug. For some of you, you may want to imagine that all of those pieces, so you can imagine if you need to, you know, all the pieces that have hurt you, all these things, these pieces you feel you've lost, imagine these birds taking it and transmuting it out into the world and just leaving you replenished. I that's what I heard. It's strange, but you know, imagine the old wounds and the old things that these guys are taking it. They're gonna eat it. They're gonna transmute it for you, and you're gonna be left a whole lot lighter. Not so much the skeleton, but to look at the bare bones of the situation, though, and just go, you know, it's almost like what I heard as forensic analyst too, but look at the bare bones of the situation and allow your ancestors, what I heard, to help you. Call them in. And then with this flipping over in the opposite, because this is the opposite way, call them in, because then I feel like you're going to get a lot more clearer vision. Again, the diamond in the rough, there's a whole new world to be experienced for you. Just open your eyes. Oh man, they're singing that song. Oh my, a wondrous place. I don't remember all of it. So anyway, that's the message I have. I hope that you resonate with it. I love you all. If you like it and you want to see more, hit subscribe, join the journey with me, join me in my kitchen. I'd love to have you along the ride. And guys, you can also follow me on Instagram at all small letters, grassroots _evolution _tarot. I'd love you to have you over there too. Mwah. Bye guys.